Hello there, beauties. I'm Brooke, and this is my channel, Tarot with B. So today we're going to be seeing all about your wedding night. We're getting spicy. It's going to be exciting. I'm very pumped to do this, and I hope you are too. It's going to be a fairly quick reading, but it's going to be very thorough. you know. So we have 4 piles today, and I am using all the lovers stickers. So we have pile 1 with the skeleton, l'amoureux. I think that's how you say it. It's the lovers in French, obviously. But that's for pile 1. The skeletons. The pile 2 is the Rider Waite depiction in color for pile 2. For pile 3, we have the Addams family, Morticia and Gomez. For pile 3. And for pile 4, we have the Rider Waite in black and white, which is so pretty. So take a second, see which pile is calling to you. Please try and choose one pile for this one. Obviously, there's no rules, so you don't have to just choose one. If you're in the middle of one and it's not feeling like those vibes, then come back and choose another one maybe, but try to choose one. If you need some more time, pause the video, just see what's really calling to you. Maybe it's the sticker, it could be the timestamp, maybe the pile number, whatever's calling to you, okay? I'm going to go ahead and get started with pile number 1, though. I'll see you in a minute. Hello there, pile 1. So if you chose the skeleton lovers sticker, this is your reading all about your wedding night. Exciting. So obviously this is going to be an 18 plus reading. And I did pre-shuffle the cards, so it's going to be a rather quick reading, but again, very thorough. There's a few channeled messages too. It's great. I don't know. I'm very excited to dive into this. So let's just go. Let's just do it. So we have 2 here that I started with. So here we have this one that says consciousness. And we also have beautiful hands. So immediately I'm getting this connection between you two is you don't even have to speak. It's just, whoa, exactly. It's like your spirits, even with this sticker, it's you don't think about physically how you look or physically anything like that. It's just your bare bones together, that's, you lay everything out for each other, and you're very similar. You're cut from the same cloth, honestly, the same stars, if you believe in that sort of thing. Definitely a soulmate connection for sure. And there's just such an intensity to this that's gorgeous, and you're going to just feel so connected in every sense of the word. You're for your wedding night, honestly, it's gorgeous. I think it's gonna be slow. Well, you know what, we'll see. But regardless, there's a lot of hand play, hand action, if you will. I think that a lot of caressing, just holding each other, is very important. But I also think there's steps to this. It's almost a marathon, if you will. You're not I think there's such an immediacy for when you finally get your time alone together, and you're just pouncing on each other immediately, right? And maybe that time it's hands first, you know what I mean, something like that. But you get off that way, it just feels like that's very immediate. And then you take some time to chill, maybe take a little nap, and then it's go time again, did I just clap in front of my mic? I'm sorry. But let's really see more with these tarot cards, okay? Yeah, the Chariots here. There is an immediacy for both of you. It's you sat through, yes, you had a lovely time with everyone, but you really wanted to get away from the crowd and just be together, connect in this way, and just feel good together. Definitely a lot of, he has a whip too. I think that in this sense, it's like you're whipped for each other. It's not like BDSM necessarily, of course, unless you're into that. But I think that it's just that like you've been noticing each other all night and like looking at each other all night, and that heat has been there. And then it's finally time to go away alone, and you're on each other like bunnies, and immediately. And it's, again, I don't know necessarily if it will be like penetrative immediately, but it's definitely hands at the very least, hands and mouths first. um, because you just want to, it's like this, you could even be like up against the door or like against a wall, and you're just like needing it immediately because you've been looking at each other the whole night or like the whole day and just lusting for this and just on fire and ready to go. Yeah. Ooh, the Queen of Wands. Absolutely. Look, she's like stripping for the other person, right? And of course, whichever genders you're attracted to, like just see it how it works for you, right? But um there's some of that. There's like some teasing involved, taking things, because there's that immediacy first, and then you guys kind of, okay, we can chill a little bit. Now it's time to have like some fun with the teasing and the maybe a little strip tease even, or just something with like very intense eyes too, like pinpointed on the other person. And I think it's on you that your future spouse is just like looking, and they could have already like stripped down, like maybe I don't know, you undressed them and then they're like, and then you pushed them away and were like, okay, I'm gonna do this for you, like I'm gonna get undressed slowly. More teasing, right? Like teasing, because you had that all day, that teasing energy, and maybe you even were doing that throughout your wedding day, right? But that you got the edge off, and then it's like, okay, I'm gonna tease some more now. I'm definitely getting that with the Queen of Wands. But just gorgeous too. You feel so confident and beautiful. I'm getting that energy for sure. Just at your best. We have the Seven of Swords as well. This person looks really like, I don't know. It's almost like he couldn't like get it up or something. And I'm not saying that's gonna happen. It's just like that's the energy I'm getting from this card. And she's like, okay, whatever, chilling, right? Also, booty is very prominent here. I think some spankings definitely involved. But it's interesting that he's naked in every single card so far, and she has some clothes on. So one of you will definitely be fully naked and vulnerable and open, and then the other one will probably have, like, again, stripping, but someone could keep an article of clothing on or something like that for a little while. I mean, definitely with that chariot energy, when you're first getting your privacy, you're definitely going to have clothes on, but there's a vulnerability here. It feels different than other times that you have had sex, because this feels bigger for one of you, because you're officially married, right? So it's like one of you may be a little nervous in a way, or not even nervous necessarily, but just like contemplative, right? Like thinking about it more than usual. And it's like blowing their mind that they're married, right? Like that's kind of what it is. Like, oh my god, okay, this happened. Like we're together. It's we're gonna do this finally. Like married, right? Like it's different. That's at least that's how they're seeing it. Even, and I don't think the other person has any idea that that's happening in this person's mind. And if it's you or if it's them, take it how you will. But interesting. Okay, so then we have the Six of Pentacles. Ooh. There's some sort of watching happening. I think there's like definitely um And again, she's half clothed, right? Interesting. But someone is really watching, and like I said, really laser focused on the other person. So there could be putting on a show in that way. Like not even a striptease, you're also going to masturbate or something, So it's like getting them riled up a little bit. Something like that. But at the end of the day, I think it's very equal in the sense that you guys will both be having plenty of orgasms throughout the night. I do believe so. um, okay. And then we have the Eight of Swords. Oh, someone is very in their head. One of you is very in your head. Because it feels like it's a release almost, like in some way. There's in more than one way, obviously, but a release from singlehood, I guess you could say. Or not even singlehood, because obviously you've been together, but um yeah, and they're viewing this very differently than they usually would. And it feels like them. I don't think it necessarily is you. But there's a lot of thinking going on one end of this. And it could be while someone is doing all this teasing, and they're kind of working themselves up like, oh my God, okay, this is happening. We're married. Oh my God, I married this goddess. I married this person that is just so beautiful and lovely. And um, it's a little overwhelming, for them. But that connectedness is there though. Like you'll definitely take their mind off of that. And the fact that they're feeling a little overwhelmed because they see you and it's like home, and that connectedness is there. And again, there's just this that's again, yeah, okay, because the consciousness makes sense now because it's like they're so conscious of what this step was. It was a big step. Even if it doesn't change anything between you or anything like that, it's big. So there's that connectedness in that sense that they're just like, whoa, oh my God, okay, this is happening. This happened. I did that. We did that, right? But I think that you will realize it eventually here, and it's just like, okay, it's okay. And you pull them in and it's distract them from their their thoughts, right? Um, in a very because look at the back of the deck, we have the devil, right? Which is great in a love reading, in a sex reading, right? And I love how this is like it's huge. So I think that if you're dealing with a masculine in this scenario, they're going to be rock hard for a while. Like, oh my God, it's like they are ready. And it's going to be amazing though, because the payoff will be phenomenal here with the world. I'm just seeing like so satisfied, so content, just probably one of the best orgasms of your life. And same for them. It's just intense. And the completion, because the world is a completion, right? Is like mind blowing, kind of, right? And I'm definitely getting like, at least for this, like one of the rounds, it will be missionary, right? Because you want to be face to face, you want to be connected in that way. I think you're more adventurous as a couple than just doing it like that every time. I don't want you to think like that's your life, but especially with the devil here, you guys play around, and we have strength. So it's a long term, like you guys go, it's a marathon, I'm telling you. It's, you're going for a while. But again, there's a few orgasms for both of you. Oh my God, I just said that so loud. Whoops. There's people home. So I'm like, no, sorry. But there's multiple for both of you for sure. And oh, it's just so satiated. You feel so content. Like, look at her face, blissed out, just so, yes. And I think for your future spouse, or for you, it's one of you. Do you see how there's always one person being, not in this card specifically, but there's one person that's getting the attention? And I think that in this scenario, even if you're not a feminine, the feminine or a feminine in the situation, you will be the one that has the attention on you. Like, they're going to shower you in attention and worship you, right? Worship your body, just worship, because it's like, that's my spouse, for the first time, they're like, oh my God, that's my spouse, right? So I love this. Okay, let's see what else comes out here. Yeah, wait. There's a lot of liquids involved. Again, I think that it happens quite often. You guys will be crescendoing a lot, like, and it's gonna feel like, oh my God, okay, like, channeling energy, so I can kind of sense it. So it's like a wave, it swells, it's slow, and this is like your orgasm, right? It builds up, and it's like, but then it reaches its crescendo and it's explosive. Like, I'm telling you, it feels like it's like the best one of your life. Honestly, it crashes and it's like, whoa, intense. But it's such a buildup, and it's like chef's kiss. I don't know how to explain it other than like, it's really good. At least one of them, at least. But I think you'll have a few very good orgasms. Yeah, someone's thoughts are definitely kind of taking over here with the shadow. Um, and almost in the sense that they feel as though they're not good enough for you, or something like that. Like, they saw you all day looking so beautiful in front of all of your loved ones, if that's the type of wedding you have, take it as it resonates for you and your situation, okay? But they just see you as this beautiful person, and they're like, oh my God, I married them. Am I good enough for them? Like, it feels like they second guess themselves with that. And it's like, you really reassure them eventually here. Like, specifically with this card, I don't know, I'm just, the vibe here, it's like she's pulling him in, like, it's okay. Like, you don't have to feel that way. We're perfect together, like, I feel the same way you do about me, right? That's kind of how it is. Yes, the bison. Ah, strong. Okay, strong. I did get the sense that someone gets picked up against a wall or something, or a door, and it's like relentless. Like, because someone's very strong, and we did have strength too at the back of the deck. So I'm just saying there's a lot of that, which is good. But I also, there's like a long-term thing here. When I see the bison, I always think of earth energy, which is pentacles. Excuse me. And that's very like, let's go forever, right? Like, pentacles take time. They take a while. And I think that that's the case for this. Again, after that initial release, it's going to be very, not slow moving, but like a really steady, you're not rushing things. It's just like really enjoying your time together, for sure. And some of that stripping, and then some of that, maybe some mouth action, maybe some more teasing, I don't know, and then, few rounds. I don't know, but it feels like it's very much building up and slow, right? Going with the flow. Yeah, you're going with the vibes of each other. And I think that you play off of each other so well. You know each other really well, and um it's like, exactly what the other person needs in that moment, right? So you're just, you're vibing, you're like, okay, let's do this now. It feels like you guys don't get much sleep because you don't want the night to end, or something like that. Like, you guys stay up until the sun comes up, right? Because you don't want the night to end. I'm definitely getting a little bit of that. It's interesting that the water is very prevalent, water and earth. There could be shower or a bath involved, and you're just like, you cannot keep your hands off each other. Okay, that is very, very much a theme here. After, of course, this little moment that the person may be going through. But again, I don't know if they necessarily let you onto it, but you'll end up realizing it, specifically like with this card. So it's like you make sure they're good. Everything's okay. Yeah, tornado. It's like chaos. Feels like it's chaotic in somebody's mind, right? And um like things are just tangled up for a minute. But also, it's like a whirlwind. You guys are just, specifically when you first get alone, it's like you cannot get a hold of each other fast enough. You know, so much kissing, so much of everything like that, like hands everywhere, just like so exactly like this, just so connected. You cannot stop touching each other. Very big. And there could be even some like falling or like tripping over clothes, trying to get out of them and such. Even after the fact, like, because they're like all over the floor and you're like, um, trying to go to the bathroom afterward or something, and you like fall over the clothes and you're laughing because it was you guys were in such a rush to be together, right? And then we have Prairie. So regardless of what happens, like in the middle here, you guys are gonna be so freaking happy and realize like you have your whole lives ahead of you. To be together. Oh, this is so cute. And it's like the limit does not exist of all of the things you can do together, right? Sexually and like just in general. And you're very happy. I see a daisy and they're the happy flower, right? And it's you're very satiated and just content and sunshiny and just feeling great afterward. Ah, lots. I think eventually when you do go to bed, it's like you're so content. That's what it is, right? And you just snuggled up together and just feels so good. I think you're exhausted though. Um, definitely exhausted because of the day you had and the lead up to it and all of that. But and then all of this that's going on. You're definitely exhausted and you're like fighting falling asleep. Definitely, both of you are. Because you're just so happy, you know? So let's look at some channeled messages before we close out your reading. So we have, I can't handle you. Ooh. See, and that's what it is here with like them focusing on another person. And I feel like it's you. They're focusing on you because they're like, I don't know what to do. Like, even if you guys have like had sex a lot before, you know, been intimate a lot, it's still like very overwhelming for them. Their brain is kind of getting in their way a little, but so I think that that's why they kind of let you like take the reins for a while and just enjoy yourself because they're also enjoying themselves, but they're also kind of having a existential crisis. They're freaking out in some way here. That's funny. They'll be absolutely fine by the end of it, don't worry. And I don't think it's a long period of time. They're just like, oh my god, that this is happening. That's my spouse. You know, you leveled me up. Yeah, you make them want to be better. You make them want to try new things as well. I'm definitely getting that. Like for sure with this situation. You're just very they can't believe that you married them. You know, it's like you really made them feel like they were worth something. I don't know, maybe they had I think that they definitely have a skewed perception of themselves and they're not a super confident person, but they want to try, you know? They want to try to be more confident because of you, because you make them feel better. You make them feel like they could be everything that you see that they are, you know? Oh, love at first sight. I'm gonna this is so sweet. So that's pretty obvious. Love at first sight. They even like during the wedding, I think that they fell in love with you again. You know, it's very much like that that's that's I made the right choice. This is the absolute love of my life, right? That's kind of how it feels. How lovely. Oh, I want you right now. Yeah. Obviously, the immediacy is absolutely there. 100%. I think the whole day, honestly, like from the second they see you walking down the aisle, or again, however you see your wedding happening, the second they lay eyes on you, they're like, no, we need, yeah, this needs to happen right now. Like, they wish they could have, like, whisked you off into like a closet, but they realize you deserve more than that. So they didn't do that. But the urge was there all day for sure. I'm definitely getting that. Stop teasing me. Yes, exactly. That's definitely what I'm getting that with that Queen of Wands. And also the Six of Pentacles, but they're the teasing is driving them crazy. And again, I said, if now again, if it resonates, regardless if they have a penis or not, they are like on fire for you this whole time. Like while you're teasing them, they're ready to go. And if they do have a penis, they're like rock hard. Okay, I'm serious. They're ready. But they love it at the same time. It's like, okay, this is great. But they're still like, let's go. Okay, I've never felt this way. Oh, yeah. I mean, honestly, that's what it feels like. It's a new emotion for them because they love you so much. It's overwhelming. And um that kind of like throws them off a little bit, you know, for a minute. I don't think it's a long time, but for a minute it's like, whoa, okay, I need to chill. I need to stop thinking so much about the fact that I'm marrying this person that I love so much, and that I have married this person that I love so much, and just really live in the moment. And I think that that's what you end up doing. You bring them back down to earth. You ground them because you understand each other so much. You know, there's that deep connection here, that really can't describe it because you never felt it before, ever, right? I'm definitely getting that. But I'm going to end your reading there, Pile 1. It's been such a pleasure to read for you today. If you'd like to subscribe, you can hit that button down below. If you'd like to be notified when I post a new video, you can hit the notification bell. If you would like to follow me on Patreon, I'll leave my link down below. I post extended readings there, early access to YouTube readings. There's options for personal readings there. Lots of fun stuff. Just check it out if you'd like. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, I'll leave my email link down below. If you have any questions you need answered, want any guidance on anything, want a love reading, career reading, whatever, I got you. Just shoot me an email and I'll get back to you. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, I'll leave those down below as well. But I hope you have a beautiful day, night, or evening, wherever you are, Pile 1, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye. Hello there, Pile 2. So if you chose the Rider-Waite colored lovers card, this is your reading about your wedding night with your future spouse. So this is absolutely an 18+ reading. So we're going to check it out. And I did pre-shuffle the cards just to try and make it go a little faster. The last reading still was like 20 some odd, 25 minutes or so. So, oh well, it'll still be a long one, kind of. Well, let's check these out, see what's going on with your wedding night. So we have sweetness, how lovely, okay, and impeccable manners. Oh my God, this is adorable. So for you, this is a romantic person, and they're very concerned about consent and making sure that you're good, even though this is the type of person that's like, even though it's our wedding night, like it's okay if you don't want to do anything. Like I'm absolutely fine with that. I know it's been a long time, a lot of planning, and I'm sure you're exhausted and all of that. You know, they're very kind and thinking about you, you know, they respect you a lot. And they also like just help you, like this would be the person that would like carry you over the threshold or something, you know. They would and I also think this is the type of person that has candles lit, There's music, there's roses on the bed, chocolates. This is a very romantic person. And they want to make this so special because you're their sweet spot, and they're just so in love with you. It's gross. In a nice way. But yeah, oh my god, my chair. But they definitely put you first, your comfort first, making sure everything's good with you, and even help you get undressed. They've got lovely manners. And I even this would be the type of person that would be like calling you like my spouse, my wife, my husband, my person, however resonates for you. But this would be that person, that 100%, because they can't say it enough. I think that that's absolutely this person. How lovely. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, let's get into these cards now. So we have the lovers. The lovers came out for you. Like, you cannot make this up. Just so romantic. Honestly, it's sick. I'm getting like warm ooey gooey. They just want to make it special. They want you to be completely satisfied and happy and comfortable and just making you feel your best, right? But the romance is like, wow. There could even be a little bit of someone could cry, okay? It's like that. There's a lot of emotions happening with this wedding night, definitely. Um the 5 of Pentacles. So I'm taking this as the card, right? Like, I'm not really going by the meaning of the 5 of Pentacles necessarily. There's just a romance here. There's roses. This is a musician. Like, this person is a musician and just completely in love with each other. There's such a softness here that is so tender. There's a tenderness to everything. I think that your wedding night will be really slow paced. There's a slow pace here. You want to really bask in each other and the afterglow of this event that you've partaken in, to entrust each other to each other, right? Like, how lovely. I think that there's a lot of like running their fingers through your hair, same for you, but just like enjoying your time together. And if this is just they're a creative person. There's something romantic about them in that way. So there could, like, either they wrote you a song or like they're going to play you a special song, or like they made you an art piece or something. I don't know. They're just a creative art in an artistic way. So I think there's a little bit of that involved in some way. Maybe like even a playlist that they made like specifically for this night, right? Of songs that really mean a lot to you as a couple. Um, they just thought of everything, it feels like, in the night. It's honestly very lovely. Yeah, it just keeps with the romance. Knight of Cups. This is the Knight of Cups. Like, I can't. There's not so much about the sex, like the sex of it all yet, but um, there's such. Oh my God, they love you so much. It's honestly crazy how much this person loves you, and they tell you so much. They tell you in so many different ways too, like through that playlist they made, through um how they touch you, through saying it, like words with their words of affirmation. They just are there in all the ways on this night to tell you, to show you how much they adore you and love you, and just feel so happy that you're together and that you decided to get married. Um, and they could be the weepy one, to be honest, because it feels like they're just feeling a lot of emotions, and they're very overwhelmed with their love for you. That's what I'm getting. such a tenderness in their soul. Oh yeah, look, the Two of Cups came out too, you guys. Like, you can't make this up. Okay. Oh yeah, like there could be like some chocolate and strawberries involved. It's just a very lovely, intimate connectedness. It's just sweet, you know. This is a night you'll think about for the rest of your life. You know, it's a special night, and they really tried to make it the most of it for you and make it as lovely as they possibly could. Um, it's interesting that they're all outside. Maybe it's like, I don't know if you guys like go to some sort of like secluded lodge or camping. I don't know. There's just something here about potentially being outside, but it could also be like just a big open door or an open window that's um where you're inside outside kind of like that could be the case here for your wedding night. But wow, it is so, and I'm like fairy lights there. It's beautiful. The ambiance is just so soft and comfortable and gentle. That's all I can describe. It's like, and candlelight. There's a lot of candles. That's like, if you can envision that sort of light, like with fairy lights and candles, that's exactly like the lighting you guys would have. And it's just so gentle and lovely and sweet. And there's definitely some sort of food involved, you know, like they brought your favorite fruit or something, or like cake pops, or just something like, I don't know, whatever you like. I feel like they thought of that. They thought ahead. They were like, oh yeah, we're gonna need some food. You know, this is special. And honestly, you never eat that much at weddings, right? So you're probably starving. So it's like they thought ahead. And maybe even champagne, something like that, just like, or just a special drink, you know, of some sort. Oh, this is so cute. Yeah, here we go with a Ten of Wands. So yeah, okay, and I'm gonna put this out with the Emperor. So I think for you guys, like it's very tender, very gentle, very slow, very lovely. And then it's like a switch goes off and you guys are like animals. You go feral. And like you cannot like get a hold of each other fast enough, you know? There's just such a, you've waited all day, you know, and it's like, okay, you're very connected, you know, and you both want that. But I think that you guys are just, it's a slow moving, very slow moving until it's not, you know, and then you're like fast and pounding into you. Like, if, you know, if that is your role, if you will, I don't know. But there's just, it's fast paced and very intense, but like, I'm getting a lot of vocalizations too, for sure. And just like knowing exactly what you're doing, what they're doing, just very confidently give it fucking you to the an inch of your life, within an inch of your life. It's just very intense. Um, Definitely very intense. And you're so it's, I love this contrast. And it's interesting because we had Gemini here, so it's like that's kind of a contrast too, like with the twins. Um Gemini is our twins, right? So it's it's like you go from this beautiful romantic vibe to this like absolutely feral, like could not, cannot like stop touching each other, cannot stop giving each other orgasms, like all of it. You know, you're just like, there's writing involved too. I definitely am getting that, um, for sure. But it's also, there's a lot of romantic involved too. It's not just, I guess writing can be romantic, but yeah, it's good. Okay, I just need you to know, like, there's no like fumbling around. This person knows what they're doing. They know what you like, and they are hitting all the spots that you like. But again, um they have very lovely manners too. So it's like a lot of consent is involved. And vocalization, like asking or just talking. I think that you guys talk a lot, maybe during it, and not like just everyday conversation. It's just like you guys are egging each other on a little, with that, and you're talking. But it's also like there could honestly be like screaming involved, like just like really, this person is relentless, and they're good. Like they know exactly what they're doing. I'm definitely getting that. But let's see what else we have here. And as I was shuffling these, I definitely got a very specific vibe. So I'm going to lay them all out and then explain. So we have gel pens, hiding in clothing racks, thunder, snowstorm, giraffe, and galaxy. So with this, I'm getting, this is like the lead up to the wedding, everything, right? You planned and planned and planned. Things were really stressful, and you just wanted to hide away, get out of here, like didn't want to interact with people. You're just like, I'm over this. I can't wait for this day to be over. I like you were so excited for it to come, but at the same time you just very tired of dealing with all of the things, all of the planning, and it may have caused a little bit of chaos or a little bit of conflict, but either between you or just like between family members. I am getting that something here, like a friend's family member's wedding planner, something like that, that was just trying to stick their nose in to your business, and the planning. And it was very stressful and irritating. And it was like you could not catch a break. And it caused a lot of like negative feelings, right? But the beautiful thing about this Galaxy card is that everything worked out. Everything was beautiful. And you feel really proud of how it went because everything kind of fell into place. Everything's aligned. It was beautiful, right? But at the same time, I view this as your wedding night too. Like it all, like I think you were ready to be done with the whole wedding. It was really the wedding night that you're like, oh my God, okay, we can finally be alone. We can just bask in each other, and just enjoy our time together as spouses. And it just really, it felt like it's perfect. Your wedding night is perfect. It's everything that you both have wanted. Um, and it's like such a relief, to be just to be with each other and married, and you did the damn thing, you're good. Now you get to party. Right? Like kind of party with your future spouse all night long. It's really funny because all of these cards are kind of outside. Like even the ones that are like not, this is still like indoor outdoor, and same here, indoor outdoor. So intriguing there. Maybe it's even like one of those like tiny house. I don't know how to, I'm not a tiny house, but like, yeah, I know I talked about that already. Like somewhere that has like a big open door that you can like be under the stars too a little bit, or you're in like your garden or something. It's very special. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just different in such a lovely way. Okay, so let's get some channeled messages now. I want more than this. Now, I feel like this is not, it's like specifically, how did I have these set? Shit, I don't remember. This isn't about like you or the situation or anything like that. They really wanted to do more for you, right? They wanted everything to be perfect for you. And I think that it is with what they did and the resources they had. It's beautiful. But they really wanted to plan on something different than happened with your wedding night. And maybe that's because money was running tight and they couldn't swing it. They couldn't figure out like how they could make that happen. So they really tried to make it as special as they possibly could for you guys. But there's something here about wanting to have done more, you know? Oh, love at first sight. How beautiful. That's sweet. Yeah, it was instantaneous. And this person is such a romantic. Like, they probably were like writing their vows the second they saw you or something. But like, absolutely, the second they saw you at on your wedding day, they were just like completely at peace with everything, you know, and like nothing else mattered. None of the chaos mattered because there you were and you're perfect for them, right? In their mind, they're just like, that's my person. And they love you so much. It's actually sick. I want you right now. Yeah, there's like an urgency, but at the same time, it's really interesting. And I think that kind of is what like this impeccable manners is saying. Like, they could have taken you, or like you guys could have just like had sex immediately, right? But I think that they just really wanted to make it special and memorable and not just like every other time, right? Even though this is what the energy they were putting out immediately, right? Like they wanted that 10 of wands like quick and done, right? Like, but no, they were like, okay, I'm going to be patient and really make this special for us, you know, because they would have had you anyway, anywhere on your wedding day for sure. I've never felt like this. Yeah, I've never felt this way. Absolutely. I definitely am getting that vibe. They have absolutely never felt this way about anybody. Their emotions are so strong toward you. It's really beautiful. And I even think like on your wedding night, it's like that too. They're so overwhelmed with love for you. They don't know what to do with it. It's like, oh my God. So that's what I mean. Someone may get very emotional. And it's just very sweet. It's very tender and loving and beautiful. I can't control myself. Yeah, it's like they snap. They're like, okay, we got to do this because you've been waiting all day. And it's like, again, like I said, it's like they're very slow. Everything's very slow moving. And then when it's not, it's not. And that's when their control is like, I can't, okay, we got to do this right now because they are stunning, beautiful, amazing, and I cannot keep my hands off them anymore. Pretty much. Like, even if their hands have been all over you, it's just like you guys needed to fuck immediately. I mean, that's pretty much like, yeah, once that snaps, it's done. Like the slow times, it's time to go. I need this. Yes, see, they're so intense about it. They're just like, I need you. I need this. We need this. You need this too. They're not just about themselves. They very much felt like you needed this too. So I don't know where to put this one. But it's such an urgency. Once that hits, it's like, oh my God, I can't wait anymore. And you're absolutely down for it because I think that it was just like all of it was lovely, but it's like, okay, I really want to, yes, it's right now is the time. Let's do this. And I feel like for you guys, that's the thing. It's very intimate, slow, romantic, all of that. Then the main event happens, and I think you'll be done quick. Like you guys will orgasm very quickly. And it's like, I think that'll be it though. You know, like I'm not sure you guys are gonna go a few rounds or anything like that. I think that you're really going to just bask in the moment, have this amazing, really earth shattering orgasm, and then okay, it's time to chill. Time to shower and sleep or something. I don't know. But um, I just think it's going to be, it'll take a while for them to crack or for you to crack. But like once you do, it's quick. And then it's time for relaxing because the day will come crashing down on you and be like, okay, I'm really tired, you know? But yeah, I'm going to end your reading there, pile two. This has been such a lovely reading. If you'd like to subscribe, you can hit the button down below. If you'd like to be notified when I post a new video, you can hit that notification bell. If you'd like to follow me on Patreon, I'll leave the link down below. I post extended readings there. They get first access to YouTube readings, early access to YouTube readings. There are personal reading opportunities over there. I post quite a bit, so check it out if you'd like. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, I'll leave my email link down below. If you have any questions you need answered or want guidance on anything, I do love, career, life, whatever, I got you. Just shoot me an email. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, I'll leave those down below as well. But I hope you have a beautiful day, night, or evening wherever you are, pile two. And I'll see you next time, okay? Bye. Hello there, pile three. So if you chose the Gomez and Morticia sticker, this is your reading all about your first night with your future spouse, your wedding night. I mean, I guess it's not your first night with your future spouse, but you know what I mean. It's your wedding night, all about your wedding night. Very excited to get into this. First, we're going to dive into these cards, and I did pre-shuffle your cards just to move the reading on a little faster. But I have to tell you, first of all, I cannot get this song out of my head, specifically this part of this song out of my head before we dive into everything. It's honestly, it's a Justin Timberlake song. Please look up all of the lyrics to Mirror by Justin Timberlake. But like, this is the part that is stuck in my head specifically, right? It's like you're my mirror staring back at me. I couldn't get any bigger with anyone else beside me. So, your future spouse wanted you to know that, first of all. You are such a huge impact to this person, right? And on them too. And I think that will really bleed into your first time. Why do I keep saying your first time? Is this your first time? Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Maybe some people are like that, I guess, right? But for your wedding night, that may bleed into this, like how much they appreciate you and how big you make them feel, because I think maybe this person hasn't felt like that a lot in their life, and you lift them up and make them feel beautiful. So anyway, I needed to get that out there, first of all. Second of all, let's get into these cards. So we have reflection. You're mirroring each other, I think. You both feel similarly, and you're both similarly kind of overwhelmed by everything that's went on throughout the day. I also get a sense of urgency here, especially because you got Morticia and Gomez, and then look, this is undeniable chemistry. So it's like, I think these were flipped. I'm in the other reading, so we're gonna do it like that. But I think that you guys might be the group that are like, bye, from your reception or whatever, before people are gone. You guys peace out. You're like, nah, we can't. Nah. I want to spend time with my my person right now, because you're just so, you're ready to. You could even be the couple that like leaves in the middle of the reception to, like, you know, have some fun, and then you guys come back afterward and everyone knows like where you went. But that's really funny. I don't know if there could be some of that involved, but there's something here where you guys just like, whoa, you're, when you look at each other, it's intense. Okay, like there's such a connection here, and you guys just understand each other and what you guys want so freaking well, and that ties into reflection too, right? It's just like you guys are on the same wavelength in all ways, and I think that really will make your wedding night and this, yeah, your first night as a married couple together, just insane in the best way. Very intense. There's a lot of intense emotions, but it's going to be incredibly thrilling, I think. And you guys are just on another level than you, I think you guys are really on another level usually, but this night it's like, whoa, mind blowing, right? Um, because you're just so connected and you guys just make sense together. And what you guys like makes sense together. It's just easy for you guys. So let's see what we have for these cards. The sex magic cards. Let's get right into it. Ooh, the Three of Wands. So I'm thinking there's something here where you guys are trying something new. There's something about that. Something that you'd never tried before when you weren't married, but you're like, you know what, we're going to try this now that we are. Something like that. I don't know. I feel like you guys are a little adventurous on a good day anyway. So on a bad day, I mean, you're just, you guys will try anything. And I think that you'll really want to try something new, right? But I also see this more as like what I was saying about you guys like trying to get away. This is the Three of Wands, by the way. I don't know if I said that. Trying to get away from people and you're just like hiding out, like making out in the corner or like in the bathroom somewhere. You guys are just like trying to get a moment to yourselves so you can just like ravish each other. It's such intensity. There's such a passion. I mean, that's awesome, but that hasn't, I mean, listen, that's what you want for your wedding night, right? But that necessarily hasn't been the case for the other piles. Yes, but it hasn't been this intense, right? Like this is intense. Let me see. The Seven of Pentacles, okay. I'm getting like long time. You guys are gonna like, yes, you guys really are excited to get on each other and get moving, but at the same time, you're very much like, okay, we're gonna go for a while, right? Like I feel as though it starts out so quick and you're so intense. And I don't think you lose that at all. It's just like you want to relish in the moment, right? You don't want it to end. You don't want your night to end. It's been a huge day. And even just sitting there with the Seven of Pentacles, you're just content with each other. There's just an intimacy in all ways on your wedding night. Even if you're finished, like with the physical, like the actual fucking, you know what I mean? The actual sex, sorry. You'll still just be cuddling and snuggling up on each other, like because you just feel so safe and protected, right? Let's see. Oh, the lovers, how beautiful. That's gorgeous. There's definitely a romantic element to this, but at the same time, I think it's just you want it to be romantic, but at the same time you're just like this chemistry is like coming at you hot, like it's coming in hot, and you're just like, you know what, fuck romance, we need to do this right now. Like I need you in me, you need to, whatever. Immediately. But I think that there's a nice balance between the two, between that like intensity of wanting it to happen quickly and the romance. I guess romance can happen when it's quick sometimes, but I don't know. I feel like you guys had like a plan for how it was gonna go, and you kind of like threw it off. You got in the moment, it's like, oh fuck that, we're gonna do this instead. You wanted it to be all romantic, but you're kind of, and I think it is. I don't want you to think it's not. I just think it's going to be different than you were expecting. Um, but not any better or worse. You know what I mean? It's just like awesome. It's great, regardless of that. Um, there's definitely like someone will definitely have some lovely lingerie or just like something to feel super gorgeous. Like I'm seeing like she's got like this garter and the pantyhose, and then she has this, which reminded me of like, oh, I guess that's a garter, right? Like that they would take off. So it's like they took that off at the reception, maybe if you're into that. If not, it's fine. Take what resonates, leave the rest, okay? But they saved something, or you surprised them, or whoever is someone is surprised by what's underneath the wedding wardrobe. Okay. It's just like, ooh, okay. Hey, there's like a surprise there and it's cute. I'm getting a little bit of that too. There's a lot of emotions. I'm feeling pulled in a lot of different directions, and I think that's kind of how you guys will feel. Um, it's again not a bad thing. It's just like intense. Oh, we have the Six of Pentacles as well. So with the Six of Pentacles, this is kind of giving me like in the moment energy, right? Like this is giving me absolute devotion and attention to one specific person. Like one person will be just devouring the other one, right? Like, or just pleasuring them in such a way that you can't even think straight. It's just like, because the Six of Pentacles is kind of, it's like a charitable card, right? Giving and giving, and someone's receiving, right? And I think that that's the case here, where one of you is really receiving a lot of attention, but the other one that's giving is really into it. Like the reactions they're getting from the receiver, okay? Like, and I'm getting this is more like oral vibes for this. And it's just intense. And also, I've really noticed there's a strong highlight here of titties. So just be aware that someone's going to be all over someone's titties. And I think it's also like, aw, okay, that's kind of sweet. See, this is what I mean. It's because you guys are like all over each other, but at the same time, it's like the person that's all over the titties, like they're also thinking in the back of their mind, like your heart is right there. That your heart is theirs, like their heart is yours. You know what I mean? It's deep. It's kind of crazy, but like in the moment, they're thinking, and you're thinking a lot. So it's like it's hilarious because it's kind of romantic in a twisted way, if you will. I don't know, because I don't know. You're thinking about like you're giving attention to someone's chest and like, wow, their heart is right there. That heart is my heart, and it's kind of like if someone said that out loud, you'd be like, what the fuck? It's giving Gomez, right? Gomez and Morticia a little creepy, a little different. But it's not like meant to be in a creepy way. It's just like blowing their mind or your mind that you chose them or they chose you, right? It's intense, but it's cool. Oh, I love this. Okay, and we also have the Two of Cups. You see the titties again. So the Two of Cups, of course, such this undeniable chemistry, just a very beautiful connection between the two of you. With the Lovers and the Two of Cups, that's insane. Like the love here is just undeniable and it's beautiful and all encompassing too. In every way, it's like every touch, every caress is meaningful. You guys are just cherishing each other and honestly kind of worshiping each other too in a way. It's a lot of intense emotions for sure. I'm not getting a lot about, I'm getting a little bit about like what's happening in general, but the energy that you guys are putting out is a lot. Okay, there's a lot happening. All really good things though. And again, there's something new that you're going to be trying to. Something. Or like expanding on what you tried in the past. Let's see. So the Three of Pentacles. Oh my God, this is so funny. It's like someone, this is so random. Why am I thinking this? Someone like went to the gym. They worked really hard, right? The Three of Pentacles is kind of like mastering something, okay? So, well, attempting to, or learn, right? Like from someone else. So I feel as though one of you like was hitting the gym or something like that because the other person wants to get picked up or wants to do something that takes a lot of physical strength and endurance. And that person's like, okay, it's go time. I'm doing this. I'm going to surprise them. And I think that this could be tied into this Three of Wands, trying something new. And it could be like picking someone up like that and like railing into them, you know, because the angle is, you've always wanted to try that angle, like try it from that angle, but you've never been able to, or something, you know, never had someone that would try it. I don't know. I'm getting a lot of intense positions too, different than usual. And it's, again, very overwhelming, but really satisfying in so many ways. I feel like your senses are going to be all over the place. You're just going to be like, what the fuck is going on? In a good way. I don't want you to think it's bad because it's good. But let's see what else we've got here. So we have notification red. So I feel like this has to do with like trying this new thing. You're a little nervous about it, but excited. It's exciting. And it could even be, no, I'm not really getting that. I was going to say like a little bit of bondage moment or like some handcuffs or something. But I mean, for some of you, it could be that. But I just think it's something to do with physical endurance or like trying a new position or trying something totally different, trying a toy. I don't know, whatever, you know, but you're both very down for it. It's just like you're a little nervous about it, right? It's like, okay, I've never done this before. Let's see how it's going to go, right? But you're going with the flow. Everything's fine. And I think that you guys just are on such a good wavelength with each other because you communicate well. And it's just like, you don't even have to communicate though. That's the thing. You guys just know, right? And I think you guys know each other really, really well. And that makes a big difference in how you guys approach sex. So you guys can really go with the flow and go with the vibes of the energy. I think you're both quite attuned to energy. I am getting a lot of Scorpio energy. I know that's kind of stereotypical because we've got the lovers here, but sorry, but because we've got like these dark couple, you know, a little bit, but dark, intense, sexy couple, right? House Scorpio. But I think that you're intuitive. Both of you are quite intuitive, and they're that way also you're reflecting each other. So you both can really realize, oh, okay, maybe you're both two water signs. That could be the case. But you guys realize like what the other likes, and it works really well for you guys. Or like how much someone's enjoying something, right? That really makes a big difference. Yes, the anteater. You guys are so greedy for each other's bodies. It's like you cannot get enough of each other. Honestly, you cannot get your hands off each other, your mouths specifically. I think you're really like kissing, licking, sucking, all of it. It's just like you cannot keep your hands or mouth to yourself. Anything to yourself, really. You're just like, you want it all with each other, right? It's mutual. It's not just one or the other. It's very mutual. We do have Justice at the back of the deck here, which is Libra energy, very balanced. So it's definitely both of you wanting this. And then we've got Rainforest. Oh my God, that's hilarious. So I think that this has to do with bedding. I'm seeing a little bit like you guys got really intense, and the bedding is just on the floor. It's like in a fucking twisted, right? Like it's all twisted up on the floor or like falling off the bed. And because you guys were just like going to town on each other. I'm serious. It's insane. But there's such an intensity. I know I keep saying it, but it's so intense. And you can't focus on anything else but each other. That's the thing. Like for the other readings, there were different elements going on, right? But for you guys, it's so all encompassing. You're both like so love drunk on each other. You know, it's just, you cannot focus on anything else, right? But yourselves, but each other. I mean, So that's what I'm getting with rainforest. It's just like you're tangled up. Maybe you're not tangled up, or I feel like someone may trip. Be careful on these blankets that could be on like tangled up on the floor. But I think that that's definitely what the rainforest card means. Oh, we love to see it. Like in a sexual reading, 18 plus reading, I always see this card that's like an amazing orgasm. Like chef's kiss, fucking the best of your life. Like seriously. That's what I get with it. And it's just there could also be a lot of liquids involved. Take that how you will. Body fluids, whatever you're into, okay? But no judgment as long as it's safe, consensual, not hurting anybody unless they want to be a little bit, right? But I think it's just a huge abundant energy here. And this flow, it's like you guys are flowing, you're flowing, and then it gets so intense it's like a waterfall. It's crashing. And I think that's the thing. Your your orgasm will be so sudden and huge. It will be the biggest of your life. I'm positive. Because you're just like, it's great. I don't want you to think you're just going with the flow. It's kind of boring. No, that's not the case. You're going with the flow. Everything's vibing really well. You guys are feeling really, everybody, what? You guys are feeling really good. And then bam, that hits you. And it's like, oh, it's intense. Okay. Like intense. And we have clouds. Oh, that's funny. So then it's like everything clears and you guys are just feeling so grounded with each other. That's what I'm getting with ow, oh my god, with clouds. Jeez, that hurt. I'm not very smart sometimes. That's what I'm getting with clouds. It's like there's such a clarity here. It's like, damn, I made the right choice with my spouse because that was incredible. We're amazing together. I think you knew before, but it's like reassuring, again, like, oh yeah, that was yes. I we're so compatible, all of that. I'm just getting like really good vibes from both of you and feeling so content and just completely in love. I'm really getting that so much. So let's get some channeled messages to close out your reading now. I can't control myself around you. I mean, obviously, that is, yeah. Yep, I'd say not. You guys are just, again, you're intense. It's like you cannot wait to get your hands on each other. And I would not be surprised if you guys like left early or in the middle and then came back or something to go have sex. Like seriously, because you cannot control yourselves on this day. I need this. Yeah, there's a lot of pleading. Please, like, just there could even be a little bit of begging involved or something. It's just like there's this necessity. You absolutely need it. Need whatever you're trying to get, right? In whatever way. There's such a urgency there. I think I said that, I used that word before. There's such an urgency here with you guys. It's crazy. In a good way. I keep saying crazy, but I mean it in a nice way. It's not like, it's just like driving you a little crazy because you just need your future spouse like now, I don't want this to end. No, exactly. What was I saying that with? I definitely said it with somewhere. I don't want this to end. And that's true. Oh, maybe the greedy card. It's just like you don't want the night to end. You want to stay connected to each other. Oh, here, it was with the Seven of Pentacles. Like, because even after, when you guys are finished, it's just like you'll be hanging, like, snuggled up together and, not wanting to go to sleep. You're just like, just so content, right? And I also think that there could be a little teasing involved, like orgasm denial, a little bit of that, because I don't want this to end. It's like someone's pulling back and, going forward, pulling back, being a little greedy. Right. And so they're doing that because they don't want it to end so soon, as well. So take that as you will. I've never felt this way. Yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely getting that vibe for sure. It's intense and definitely something neither one of you have felt before. Like, I think, again, your sex life is really, really good, but this is on another level. Honestly, it's crazy how intense this is. Okay, and then love at first sight. Oh, see, that's what I mean. It's very romantic. You give such like experimental, like really lustful energy, like trying new things. It's almost educational for you guys. Like, you want to try new stuff out. Which can make it seem like not as romantic, right? But I think at the end of the day, there's something about your chemistry, the way you look at each other, it's just always going to be romantic regardless, right? Um, and this is the same. It's just absolutely beautiful energy. Oh, you guys are cute. You're the only one for me. Please. How precious. Again, very intense, but I mean, you're married now, right? So it's not that intense. How lovely. You're the only one for me. And I feel like you guys let each other know that during your first night together. I did it again. During your wedding night. I think that you guys are really like telling each other you're it for me. Like, we're it for each other, kind of like that. And then look, you are mine. Lots of that in this wedding night. On this wedding night, you guys are just like claiming each other pretty much, even though you are married. But like, it's in the sex part of it all. Like, the words, are there. Um, and someone could also be like calling each other like Mr., Mrs., last name. If you change your last name, if not, whatever. But for some of you, that could be the case where you're just like, and that's how they're claiming like you're mine, or how you're claiming you're mine, because someone took the same last name and now you're that person, right? That person's spouse. But I'm gonna end your reading there, pile 3. This has been insanely intense. But thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like to subscribe, you can hit the button down below. If you'd like to be notified when I post a new video, you can hit the notification bell. If you'd like to follow me on Patreon, I'll leave my link down below. I post YouTube readings early over there. I post extended readings there. We do weekly readings, zodiac readings. There's opportunities to do private readings. I offer those over there. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, though, I will leave my email link down below. If you have any questions you need answered, or any guidance you want on love or life, just anything in general, hit me up and I can schedule something for you. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, I'll leave those down below as well. But I hope you have a beautiful day, night, or evening wherever you are, pile 3, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye! Hello there, pile 4. So if you chose the black and white lovers sticker, this is your reading all about your wedding night. So let's just dive right in. I did pre-shuffle your cards just to make this reading go a little faster. Let's just see what's up with your wedding night, okay? So we have rest. And we also have a sharp dresser. So I'm definitely getting a sharp dresser is kind of random, huh? You both would look really good. But I think that the thing is, you guys are like really turned on by how good you guys look. That's like a big thing. It's like you cannot stop talking about it. I also feel as though maybe you guys like might fuck in your clothes, like, or at least some of your clothes from the wedding, and that really gets you guys going. I'm definitely getting that. But here's the thing, I think you guys are quite tired, or at least one of you is, and that's prominent in this wedding night, right? someone needs to sleep. Someone needs some rest. And I think that it's a matter of like making it good, but also let's go, let's finish so we can go to bed, because it's a lot, after something so big is finally done. It's like a load is off your shoulders, because you can finally rest and relax, because the lead up to it was really intense and tiring. And I think that your wedding night is just going to be and here's the thing, I think for you guys it will bleed into the next day, because you guys don't see it as like a wedding night, you see it as like opportunity throughout, however long. Maybe you guys take some time off to get away, like, and immediately go on a honeymoon or something, so you're able to just realize like that you don't have to make your wedding night a big deal necessarily, because you have like a whole week or something to make a lot of big deals, something like that. I don't know. But anyway, let's see what your cards have to say. The Devil. Look at that card. Intense. You guys are very attracted to each other. And I don't know, somebody is very ready to go. And I think that that's definitely the case. There could be a little bit of a dynamic here that like one of you is very like wanting to, go for a while, whereas the other one's kind of like, can we just hurry up? Like I want to enjoy this, but I'm very tired. Or like someone maybe a little drunk too. I'm getting that too. It gets tired when they're drunk. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay, don't let it take from you. A lot of people are watching it, so don't. If it doesn't resonate for you, that's okay. But yeah, there's the Devil. I mean, is the epitome of like sex, right? Like just incredibly aroused and attracted to one another, for sure. But there is that need for rest. We'll see what else comes out here, because I am curious. This is a big main card, which is interesting for that to come out. Let's see. I think this is the Knight of Wands. Yeah, okay, so this is a good sign, because someone's like ready to go, like quick. Wands are quick energy. I feel as though you guys will be just not even undressed. And there's something definitely about that, and you're just like all over each other, penetration happening, whatever, but it's going to be rather quick for your wedding night. I do think so. I'm not saying it's going to be bad. It's just like, I feel like you guys just don't take it super as a huge deal, right? It's just like you guys have been together for a while. It's just like any other night, except now you have a paper saying that you're married, something like that. I don't know. But there's definitely the need for at least a little bit of something, because you guys are really, yes, exhausted, but you're still very like intense with each other, your energy together, very aroused, ready to go. Oh yeah, oh my god. Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles. So here's the thing, yeah, someone's going to be doing most of the work. I'm definitely getting that, for sure. And I think that she's not sleeping. I mean, she's got her back like up, arched, so I don't think she's sleeping. I don't want you to think that anything like that would be happening. Someone's taking advantage of you while you're sleeping, even if it is your spouse, without consent. That's not cool. But I think that in this case, one of you is going to be like, I can't do too much. I'm really tired. My feet hurt. My legs hurt, whatever, and you're just going to be like, not you, whoever, again, take it as it resonates for you, will be like, you can take the reins if you want to. And like, I am here. I will love every minute of it, but I cannot do too much, kind of like pillow princess action, right? A little bit, there's some of that. But here's the thing, your spouse or you, whoever, will be really into that. They're like, fuck yeah, let's go. They're all about uh, taking control of the situation, and being like, yes, I want to give you the best night of your life, your best orgasm or whatever. Again, even if it's not the best, they're like, it's fine because you're having a good one. It's kind of, I love it. But it is fast paced, I think. Specifically with the Knight of Wands here. I just think it's fast. There's not a lot of like romance necessarily. It's just very, yeah, let's go. I also don't think there's too much foreplay either. Maybe a little bit, but there's not much. There could be some hand action for sure to get each other going. Something here about the neck and chest, like her head is thrown back like that, and he's like got his face in her titties, right? And then here her chest is very prominent, so that could be very significant. I think that they really like, if you're a feminine, or even if you're not, your spouse really likes your chest and neck area a lot. I feel like maybe they could leave some hickeys too. I'm just saying. There's definitely some of that. Let me see. So we have the Hermit with Virgo. Huh. Well, because it is Virgo energy, right? So I think that someone here is trying to be perfect in some way. Like they're trying really hard. And um this also could be the sense like, I know, like this sounds, and if this pile isn't resonating for you, choose another one if you'd like. But I feel as though someone falls asleep and this person's like left like, oh crap, okay. Sitting here with my candle, like my flame has gone out, right? Like this fiery lust has gone out because it's just like, oh man, they can't enjoy it. I better just take care of myself and go to bed or something. Um, that could be the case for some of you. I'm gonna look at the book actually for the Hermit, because I have a feeling it's not gonna work. Oh, the Knave is the page. My bad. What is that, Hermit? Yeah. Oh, it's also slowing down the pace. Yeah. Okay, that makes actually a lot of sense because I'm getting a lot of intensity, right? And we have the page. It's a good thing I just realized this is a page and not a knight, because pages can be a little like about themselves, not really focusing on um other people and their experience and how things are going. I think that they definitely want to be focusing on you, but there's a little bit of a urgency for themselves in a way here. And so I think you say something or someone says something and it's like, let's slow it down a little bit, because nothing's going to happen if you keep going that fast. So I think that could also be what the Hermit means. There's just like, slow down, because there's a lot of intensity here. Honestly, like someone's feeling really intense, and I'm not saying the other person that is feeling more lethargic and tired isn't feeling that intensity, but it's just like more muted. Because this fire energy is very like driven and let's go 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 action, right? And this other person's kind of more like, okay, you can go go go, but can you make me come please, like because that's not gonna do it. Something like that. It's like all they want is penetration, all they're doing is penetration, and it's not working, or something like that. That's not getting you there. I don't know, there's such a quick energy and you just like want to put on the brakes, right? And we have the Moon. Yeah, there's huh uncertainty in a way of like, what the hell are you doing? You know, I feel like one of you is really quite drunk. I don't know. Sorry, file 4. None of the other readings were like this. I'm so sorry. But I think that one of you is kind of sloppy. That's what I'm getting here. And it's like one of you is just like, what are you doing? This is not how it usually goes. Like, can we please get to the end so I can go to sleep? I'm sorry. I know. But that's just what I'm getting with this. But the thing is, I think you guys are both really like, you're realizing it's not like a huge deal. Like, to you guys, it's not a huge deal, this wedding night, right? Necessarily, because it's just like you guys are together all the time, and you have this time after that will give you a lot of opportunities to really connect. It doesn't have to be on your wedding night, right? Because I feel like, especially with Virgo energy here, I think that one of you is really planning on things being kind of a mess or a shit show, because like you realize like, okay, well, my spouse is going to drink and we're going to be exhausted, and you're realistic almost, not like daydreamy or like whimsical about your wedding night. You're much more realistic and practical, and just like, you know what, this may not be exactly how we want it to be. So let's just do whatever we're going to do on the wedding night, and then really enjoy our time together whenever like your special time, because I do think that you guys are going to have a special time after your, like, maybe it's a honeymoon, maybe a vacation, something like that, where you guys can get away and really bask in each other and relax and just not be so tired, right? Because I'm definitely getting that here, for sure. I had something else to say. Oh, because the moon is like Cancer and Pisces energy, right? So it's interesting because you're very practical, but you also like have that intuition to know like, okay, this is not gonna work. Like, it's not gonna last. This person's tired. I'm tired. It's very like using all of your instincts. And I think it's you that is really more on this more practical side. That's like, this is not gonna happen the way they're expecting it to. Because maybe they were expecting it to be all romantic and beautiful and all of that. And then you were like, okay, like, I know what's going to happen, because you're very intuitive, but you also are very realistic. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, the Three of Wands. Yeah, see, that's perfect. Because I think, again, this is going into the morning. So it's like you can expand on your wedding night into the morning or into the next week. That's what I'm seeing. Like with the Three of Wands, it's very all about expansion, right? So it's like it doesn't have to be this night. It can expand. It can be whenever we want it to be, right? I'm definitely getting that. So I don't want you to feel disappointed. I know this isn't super awesome, but I think that you're both okay with it. And then, I don't know. It's just like, what if you, I feel as though, yeah, like your spouse is getting a little like they're very like they want to make it good. They want to be so good. They want it, but they're so sloppy and they don't realize it. Um, and I mean sloppy because like either, yeah, like they got a little drunk or something, and like it's just like, oh, okay, well, this isn't going the way I was. No, it's going exactly as you were expecting it, but it's not won't necessarily go the way they were expecting it, But again, it's still good, but it's quick. It's quicker than you were expecting. No, it's quick, but almost too quick, and then you're like, can you stop? Slow down a little, right? So let's see here what we have with these flip phones. Okay, we have, yeah, corporate blue. Here, give me. I'm not gonna put all these down. Let me see what flip phones, because usually that's all about, what is this doing here? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes complete sense. This is so funny. Your spouse means they really are so sweet and they want to do so well. This is like serious, down to business. They really are like focusing on you. They want everything to be good, but they're like not seeing straight, something like that. And it's just like, oh my goodness. And it's like not the connection that you guys usually have. It's kind of just like stale, and like muted. I think I said that. I use that word before? I think I did. More muted than you usually are together, right? Your connection is usually really intense, right? And that's definitely here the devil. I see that. But in this particular night, I think it's different than usual. We also have, yeah, confetti rainbow. So I'm seeing this again as you have different options. No, your wedding night may not be romantic. You guys might not even like have sex for very long, but you have options, and there are different days that you can absolutely have a great time. It's it's a journey. You're starting this journey together, and it's okay that it may not be the perfect first night as a married couple. Um, but you had fun. It's not like you're not having fun or anything. It's just like, oh my god, it's just God, I'm seeing your future spouse like just dopey smile on their face, and you're like looking at them like, but you're still smiling. It's just, but you're like, what am I gonna do with you? Like, kind of. Oh my goodness, because they're like a lovesick puppy, and you're just this realistic one that, like, I told you this is exactly how it was gonna be. Walrus, yeah, I think that there's something about them being very loud and mouthy. I definitely am getting that. For sure. They get really into it in that way. I guess some spanking too, by the way. Because you know how walruses, oh God, I'm sorry, but how they move. I don't know. I'm just getting like, you guys. There's some spanking involved. Okay, something like that. Squirrel. Yeah, this is you planning for how it was not going to go, how your future spouse was expecting it to. You're just like, okay, well, we can do this day. Like, it's just like you packed the hangover supplies or something because you knew they would be passed out within a few minutes or something. There's just something here where you're a big planner and you were expecting this. And I'm not saying you didn't like get drunk or anything or have fun at the reception. It's just like you could see this coming from a mile away, and you're not upset about it. I feel the energy, and you're not upset at all. It's just like, well, here we are. It is what it is. That's kind of how you are in this way. Then we have ripple. Yeah, it's like the start of something. And that's what I mean. It's like you guys will move on into the morning. It's like your wedding morning. That will be, I wish I could do your reading, like your wedding morning, because I bet it would be different, right? Than this. For sure. The vibes. Let me just get a sneak preview of your wedding morning. Pile four's wedding morning spirit. I didn't do this for anybody else. Oh yeah, do you see the Nine of Cups? Hello. I love that they're also like there's fruit and stuff here. So it's like it's romantic. You guys feel very content with each other, so smug and just like, I have everything I've ever wanted right here. Even if they're a little bit of a mess sometimes, I love them anyway. Ooh. And then we have the Two of Swords. So I'm not really taking it as like the meaning of the card necessarily. This is just like sexy energy, and um there could be some foot action. I'm just seeing feet here. If you're into that, if not, that's okay. I'm just saying what I'm seeing, okay? Um there definitely could be some foot action. Maybe that's how it starts even. Oof. Super sexy. Yeah. You guys like I feel like someone wore a really, I don't know, like nice nightie or something, nightgown, like a satiny sort of thing, night clothes, whatever. and they wake you up undressing you, or you wake them up undressing them. And then, oof, this is spicy. Also, the back is very significant. Um, they're obsessed with your back and your booty. You see how it's in every card? I think that they run their hands down your back. There could be some nail action too. Oh, yeah, the Cancer energy. Very connected emotionally. You know, this is Cancer energy, so it's um an intuitive connection together, but it's also success too. It's like moving towards success, and it's like you guys are moving more fluidly together on this morning wedding morning, if you will. You know, you're just, look at that. And I was just saying, they run their fingers down your back, they really like your back, and then that's exactly what that person's doing on this card. Maybe that's how they wake you up or something. They're like touching you. You could also get a massage or something. There's something here about that. Or you have a spa day planned, and then you, like, afterward, they're like all about you, you know? It's go time, right? But I think that this time, again, you're much more fluid together. You're on the same wavelength, and oof, it's good. Lots of different angles too. I think from behind for sure, 100%. Like, the angle is good. They like you at that angle a lot. From that angle, there's something about your neck too, just gorgeous. Look, intense. Oof. Yes, a lot of intensity. Again, I mean, their page of wands is so intense, right? So I think that your morning, your wedding morning is going to be slower paced, a lot more slower paced, right? But you're definitely on the same wavelength and moving towards success, moving toward that satisfaction. It's not just a ripple in the moment, you know, it's going to be a waterfall, or like, you know, a tsunami. It'll be very intense in a good way when you both get to orgasm, because I don't know if that happened the night before. I really don't. But in the morning, woof. So let's check out some channeled messages now that I hopefully made you feel a little better about this. So, okay, I need this. Yes. So I think that that's really what drives your spouse, or like the person that's really invested in fucking when you got on the night, like on your wedding night. They're just like, I need this. We need to do this tonight. It's like, it's what's done. We have to do it. And you're just like, but we don't though. Like, it's okay if we don't. We're both kind of exhausted and a little drunk, you know? But yeah. But also, they need you. Yeah, look, you are so hot. Yeah, they're incredibly attracted to you. I mean, look at these cards. Yes, they're really attracted to you. And this sharp dresser thing, again, there's something about just that urgency and getting, I don't even think you guys get undressed necessarily. It takes a while because they're fumbling all over your, you know, all your clothes. But they just think you're so attractive. And you think they are too. It's just, oh my god, it's funny. This is confusing to me. I still don't know why this came out, but I put it back and then it came out again. So I decided to keep it. It felt very weird for this reading, but Spirit put it out again. So I was like, all right, my ex is jealous of us. Maybe that will make sense to you. But maybe it's because of the pictures you guys post from your wedding online or something. But I think that, I don't know. I thought that was a weird card to come out for this, but Spirit wanted it out. So there you go. Yeah. Oh my God. I want you right now. Yeah, they do. They did. And it's like, you're just like, I want you too, but my goodness, you're like, your eyes are barely open, you know? That's so funny. I want more than this. Yeah, I think that that's exactly what you're thinking. You're just like, listen, I want a better time than this, because I think that you enjoy this the night, your wedding night, but it's like I want something different. Therefore, let's wait until the morning to really get going, you know? I can't control myself. Yes, so much attraction. There's so much attraction here, and it's visceral, you know, and palpable. And and that's really the reason why they just didn't want to stop. They don't want to um disappoint you, you know, at the same time. But it's a lot of I though. So they're very much thinking with their sex organs, I think. And you're more, again, you're the more practical one that's just like, okay, can we maybe not do this right now? You know? I don't think you're going to be in a situation where it's like not consensual or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, you don't necessarily want it to go the way that it's going. You saw that it was going to go this way, but it's like you want something different, right? And you realize like you could get it in the morning or like tomorrow, you know? But I'm going to end your reading there, pile four. It's been a pleasure to read for you today. If you'd like to subscribe, you can hit the button down below. If you'd like to be notified when I post a new video, you can hit the notification bell. If you'd like to follow me on Patreon, I'll leave the link down below. I post extended readings there. I post early access to YouTube readings. I post zodiac readings, weekly readings, vibe checks. There are opportunities for private readings there as well. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, I'll leave my email link down below. You can shoot me an email if you have any questions you need answered, or if you need any guidance on anything, love, career, life in general. I got you. Just shoot me an email and we can work through it. If you'd like to follow me on social media, I'll leave those down below as well. But I hope you have a beautiful day, night, or evening wherever you are, pile four, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.